Le grand jour, une autre vie, une autre destinée. Les Miz is a musical that is based on the eponymous Victor Hugo's novel Les Misérables. At first, it was actually a musical in French written in 1980. And what's interesting, I think, is we don't necessarily have the notion that it's a French musical at all. I never knew it was a French musical. I only heard about Les Miz, the English-speaking version first. And so today I'm going to just show you how I would go about historical reconstitution of pronunciation based on a song that has been written in 1980s. So I'm going to take One Day More, which in the original French is Le Grand Jour. The translation is not word for word. It doesn't translate the same ideas or the same words. So it's during the 1830s revolution, which is also known, by the way, as the Second French Revolution. A lot of the imagery that we associate with the French Revolution actually comes from this Second French Revolution. And so, if I had to pronounce it in modern standard French, the first part would be Le grand jour, une autre vie, une autre destinée, délivré d'avoir à fuir à perpétuité. Okay, so first of all, I sang Le grand jour. First question would be actually how to pronounce le. So, le would be, I think, a schwa. I shown it in another video, but basically, when you look at the list of vowels that you have written about at the time, you have something that is called the female E, feminine E, E féminin, and this E féminin is basically schwa. That would be a characteristic feature of the French phonology that has been retained or maybe regained by other variety of French, such as the French-Canadian je, le, le. And basically, the way I know that is because people had an incentive to write about how the language was pronounced at the time. Some people were selling courses, lessons to wannabe French speakers. Of course, the R is one of the most distinctive features of French, even at the time. So what we find is uvular guttural R was already established in French. But when I listen to people that were born in the 19th century that were actually recorded, they do have this R. And it's very similar to the Edith Piaf's kind of R. Je revois la ville en fête et en délire. Je revois la ville en fête et en délire. What I find is that they do use those r when recorded, but at the end of some words, they do have a bit of a alveolar trill, which is what is typically seen as the rolled R. So, jour, which is the uvular, and jour, alveolar trill. Jour, jour. Which is why I picked the uvular for grain, because that's the middle of the word, and that's something I heard in recordings. R, grain, grain even. But for jour, I think people at the time could have a little trill that was with the tongue. So, jour, jour. It almost sounded like a little L at the end. So that is my choice if I had to pick the reconstitution for Le Grand Jour. I would pronounce it Le Grand Jour. So when it comes to anatomy, the modern French R is called uvular because it's positioned here. So it's a R, 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 R. And the other more Spanish Latin is here. R, L, R, L. And it's formed by a tip or a trill of the tongue on the alveolar ridge.